So this is going to be a channel update which is unplanned, but I feel as though that I'm in the position right now that I need to do one of these updates to address a few questions that keep being raised. I've been sent messages in the last few days through YouTube by a bunch of people asking pretty much the same questions, and so I thought that I would answer some of these questions and reassure some of you that are questioning what I'm doing right now. In regards to, specifically, a bunch of people have asked me where's the third episode or third part of Safe from Problematic Knowledge. I've said it a few times on Twitter, but I'll just say it in this, that I'm working on it. I had to set it aside for the sake of other videos that I was working on, and I apologize for that. That's kind of, unprofessional on my part to, it's been, quite a while since I actually started that series, and I didn't finish it, so I apologize for that, but I'm working on it. I have to script it and record it, and you might not be able to tell from my voice right now, but I'm coming down with a cold, which is unfortunate, but I have a bunch of shit that has to go up anyway, so just understand that I am working on it. It will go up. I appreciate, the fact that a lot of you guys want to hear me finish that video and want to hear me expand on what I talked about in that. That series got a lot of positive feedback, and I really appreciate you guys that have, asked me that question, like, hey man, where's the third part? I really want to see it, and, I appreciate that, and I'm getting to it, I promise. But I will admit that there are a couple things that, other than that I need to address in here. Second thing is, I want to point to the strike on my account yet again. It's not expired until either December or January of next year. Or this year December or next year January, I'm not sure. With that, I cannot live stream, I cannot call you through Google, I cannot do a number of things, and that includes PayPal. I've had a number of people ask me for my PayPal information to donate to my channel with whatever like the donate thing is on YouTube through PayPal. I don't have access to that, so while I do very much appreciate that those of you that really do want to, actively send me fucking money for the sake that you like my channel that much, I really do appreciate that, but I'm just going to have to say that right now I can't do that, and I do not have any interest currently in opening a Patreon, so, suffice to say, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I'm just not in the position where I can do it right now. Third thing that comes to mind is that some of the next few videos may not have ads from Jast or JList in it, and it's not because I've given up on that. It is because I'm sick and I don't feel like recording new shit to put that in the video. I'd rather hold off and just put the video up as it is, because I have a bunch of videos that I've already edited, but, require polish and video and additional content and that. Not everything is just my still image. But understand that I have videos that are going to go up without advertisements, such as the last one, but don't take that as me being done with it. It's just something that I'm holding off for right now just to get content up. Just going to say, a few people messaged me on the same day asking for personal information as to my location. You're not getting that information. I've already said that I live in upstate New York. That's the only information you're getting on where I live. Don't take that the wrong way, but that's it. I'm not giving you that personal information. As I said, I'm coming down with a cold. I can't really remember if there's very much else that I had to say in this other than addressing two videos that I was working on that were very much on the back burner as I was waiting for the 5th episode of Tales from the Borderlands and Life is Strange before I decided whether or not I was going to review them. I believe I already said that I was going to record and do a commentary, which was basically a review. I'm not going to say I'm going to do a review, but a quasi-review of Life is Strange. I will do that. I just finished playing the 5th episode, and after playing it, I do think that Life is Strange has earned a review. Now, on the other hand, I believe at some point I mentioned or maybe have promised a review of Tales from the Borderlands after I finished it. That is not going to happen. Tales from the Borderlands had a single ending. It disregarded multiple choices that I made in the game for the sake of continuity. It had characters come back out of the fucking blue that didn't make any fucking sense. I don't know if my save file fucked up or they just painted themselves into a corner, and so they said, okay, fuck it, just bring this person back. Because I'm just gonna, this isn't a spoiler really, but you meet Athena in the third episode, and she's one of the reasons why the third episode is fucking trash. And she comes back later, out of the fucking blue, and it makes zero fucking sense. It is the biggest fucking gap in the game in terms of just writers not knowing what the fuck they're doing. I have to say that I was really disappointed when this major plot element in the third episode is just completely disregarded for the sake that they don't know what the fuck they're doing at Telltale. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. There was an entire episode dedicated to Athena in this fucking game, and it was shit. And they bring the character back out of fucking nowhere for no fucking other reason than to finish the game. And another, epic moment. The fourth episode had a bunch of epic moments. The fifth episode had the same. And I gotta tell you, Telltale, it doesn't make up for the fact that you fuck the story in the third episode. And so, the fourth and fifth episodes of Tales from the Borderlands are not awful, but I mean, how happy can I be with a story that has a single fucking ending? You know what I mean? How much can I give a shit about a game to which I really had no choice other than some dialogue choices? It's some weak shit right there. I don't really know how many of you are really going to give a shit about that, but I'm just confirming that I am not doing a review of Tales from the Borderlands, but I will be doing a review of Life is Strange. There are a few people that criticized me for condemning Life is Strange, and I'm curious as to whether they wrote this on the fly or they started with this and they did not change the narrative. I would argue that based on what I've seen and based on the recording sessions and based on the final product, that this actually was done on the fly, that they actually looked at feedback and then reacted to it. Because while the fifth episode wasn't perfect in any way, it seems to me that they definitely said, okay, we need to go all out and make this memorable. Because I suspect that this game isn't over with. Although by the end, and I'm not going to spoil it in this, but by the end you would think, where can they fucking go from here? All I can say is that from the ending that I got, I can say that I am satisfied with it because it definitely hit home to the character that I created and the character that I saw Max to be. And I'll get into that when I actually do the video, and I can say that one of the things that satisfied me was that Don't Nod, the writing team there, at least was willing to let their character be a villain. And there's no corny, cliche, manic laughter moment, but I'm just saying that one of the endings in the game is unequivocally Max is a villain. Max is selfish, and I like that. That was something that I wanted, and I didn't think they would allow that choice. Whoever that cunt is that follows me on YouTube that said, "Oh man, why don't you predict the ending of Life is Strange?" I did predict one of the endings, but I didn't predict the other ending. And at least the endings that I got anyways. I don't really know what options are out there. I've been told that it's possible to fail the game depending on your choices. I don't really know how much truth there is to that. And there's also continuity issues in the fifth episode of Life is Strange as well that I can point out when I do my review, but you understand where I'm coming from on this. Tales from the Borderlands isn't worth bothering with. I have no interest of playing that game again, and that's sad because I liked The Wolf Among Us. I played it multiple times. I played The Walking Dead multiple times, both seasons, even though the second season was kind of shitty. But, there's been Telltale games that I've liked, that I felt invested in, that I felt had a good narrative or good enough to justify a second playthrough. I have no interest in playing Tales from the Borderlands again. I mean, it's 2 episodes of phenomenal content, and then a train wreck in the third episode, and then by the 5th, they've just completely lost the narrative. They've completely lost any sense of continuity in the story. They have no idea where they're going. And it seems to me they just threw in the towel and said, fuck it. Just throw in some epic scenes, and that'll be it. And so it's like, yeah, the epic scenes work, they are cool, but it doesn't make up for the fact that I can see these massive plot holes in your fucking story, bro. They are canyon-sized plot holes. I'm done. It's 5 episodes. It's over with. Fuck Tales from the Borderlands. It's just another sign that Telltale is in a rut. You know, say what you will about my commentary on that, but it's how I feel on the matter. However, Life is Strange is a another beast to tackle. Really, I think that there's too much mixed in of good and bad that to me that's why it piques my interest. Is that there are high spots and there are low spots. It seems to me that with the game, they realized how bad they were in the beginning and tried what they could to improve. And they did do things for shock value, but, you know, I'll get into it then. So I appreciate you guys for listening to my rambling commentary. Be sure to, you know, like the video. Not that it really matters as a channel update. And mostly follow me on Twitter, at Louis Le Vau. That's the best thing that you can do and that I would appreciate because it helps me reach people and it also helps me understand what you guys want from me and what I need to address. So otherwise, thanks for listening.